Welcome back again. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. You know, in a few videos back from this one, I was talking about the Jungle Val that I got from a friend and how that they were going to melt back. Well, this is something new that I've kind of learned about Jungle Val. And from my previous experience, anytime I got Jungle Val, like from the fish store, or maybe if I got them shipped in, they would always melt back. But for some reason, I got these Jungle Val from my friend's house down the road, dipped them in some stuff that would kill off any parasites or any potential bugs from his tank for about a couple hours. Took them out of there, rinsed them off in chlorine water, sink water, then planted them in my tank. Now only a few leaves died off. The other ones continued to grow. They never did melt back. And so that was something that was kind of interesting to me, because in most cases, per se, when you get the Jungle Val, you dig them up, you put them in another tank, they melt back. But it didn't happen for me this time. And another thing that I noticed, people say that about crypts. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've had crypts sent to me from the mail, rinsed them off, put them in my tank, planted them, and some of the crypt leaves would melt off, but not all of them. And some of them, none of the leaves melted off. So my water coming out of my tap and things of that nature must really be something that these plants appreciate, because they don't melt back much. I have dug crypts up and the crypt plant up and replanted them in different places, and they never melted back. So I don't know, you know, sometimes you get a lot of different, the problem with the internet is you get a lot of different opinions. Well, a lot of different water parameters and a lot of different opinions. Well, this happened when I replanted crypts. They all melted back and then came back several weeks later. This happened when I moved Jungle Val. They melted back, then they came back a few weeks later. Right, their water parameters might have been extremely soft, or something else might have not been in there, some other kind of minerals that made those plants melt back. But these are the original ones that I put in there, and they have never really melted back. Now I've cut one just a while ago because I'm going to have to cut them because they're getting so long. But anyway, let me show you. So you can see here that Jungle Val. You see how long it is? Let me just take one out of the water and just show you just how long this thing is. This is just one of them. But look at that. I mean, I don't know how many, you know, how many feet is that? I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. Now that, that is hanging from the inside of the aquarium all the way out and all the way down, you know, all the way down here. That looks like it's at least, and I do mean at least 3 feet. And so this is what I'm talking about. They never truly melted back. They wasn't even this tall in the guy's tank that I got from. They were tall, but they have grown exceptionally well in this tank of mine. So this tells you, I mean, at least this shows me that for one thing, Jungle Val gets really big and really long, but you know that they don't always melt back. These are the crypts here that I had in my tank. Hopefully you can see them there on camera. And they have not melted back. Now I'm having a bit of a problem out of, as you can see here, this little Leupie here. He started to dig and throw sand and stuff like that on my crypts and other plants. But other than that, my plants seem like they're doing fairly well. The Jungle Val is starting to grow everywhere. Crypts have not died back. They are steadily hanging on and doing well. And so, you know, I just wanted to share those little points with you today about my aquarium. So, in theory, you only got to take stuff from the internet with a grain of salt. Even this video, you've got to take it with a grain of salt, because my water parameters, which is high pH, calcium water, you know, every GH is hard. It's perfect for African cichlids, and that's probably why I can keep Tanganyika cichlids so well in this tank. You know, they put CO2 in our water, so when it comes out the tap, the water is like 7.2 or 7.0. But as soon as I put it in my tank and with the bubblers and everything on, it rises up like 7.8, 8.0. You know, some cases, you know, I've even measured it at 8.2, which is excellent for these cichlids in this tank. They breed in it, they live in it, and they do fine in it. And so, you know, just take information you get from the internet with a grain of salt and do your own testing and see what you come up with. It might be quite different than these results or other results, you know. And so that's just something that I wanted to share with everyone about my Jungle Val. I'm going to be coming out with some more videos, especially when it comes to things such as selling aquarium stuff or helping people out with their aquarium projects. How to do that and how to get joy out of doing that. So those are some things that I've done in the past, and I've even done it here recently. I helped somebody set up a little 5-gallon betta tank. Gave me a lot of joy, and I enjoy doing stuff like that and helping people out. So, well, anyway, this is Aquarium Hacks. Keep on hacking.